I have become the best known sport flooring contractor in the world, and I'm just getting started. Hello, this is Paul Nelson with Western Sport Floors, Wyoming Wood Floors, coming to you today from Clinton, Montana. Today we want to talk about dust collection, floor sanding, dust collection. This is always a challenge for anybody, whether you're sanding gyms, whether you're sanding homes. It's been our observation that perhaps the edger is the biggest culprit in putting dust into the facility. So we've developed a possible solution or a solution that works for us. I'd like to share it with you. It's something that you can use in your organization. Go ahead and copy it because we found this to be very effective. So this is what we've put together as Edger Dust Collection. We are in Great Falls, Montana at the Great Falls Fieldhouse Gym. I'm here with our sanding crew leader, Mr. Neil Hayes. Neil, let's just talk about this little edger cart that you've helped us put together. So basically, we've got 7 different containers here for our edger discs.
Yeah, so this follows through with the general design philosophy I have for a lot of stuff that goes in my trailer. And this contains almost the total sum of what you need for edging a gym. When I pull this out of the trailer, this hose gets coiled up in this trash can, and then our edgers fit neatly there. So you have your edger paper, your dust collection, all the accessories for your dust collection, and then all the tools, your scrapers, files, and everything for doing the corners and edges of the gym as you work your way around on that edging process. It's still very much a work in progress, but it performs spectacularly well. After the first cut, you don't really get much of anything as far as dust flying away from you that I can tell. And that first cut, of course, is a lot of that heavier stuff that just gets kicked straight back. But I would imagine this thing, judging by what we find inside of it and looking around in our environment here in the gym, it's catching all the flyaway dust that would otherwise give the facility managers of any of these gyms a problem.
We bring 220 power in just a little splitter box here, and that gives us a good source of power to run the edger. We also have a backpack vac, and by having that 220 power source, we're able to drive both the edger and the backpack vac without tripping a breaker, having power issues. We have a little dust deputy that pre-sorts the dust before it gets to the backpack vac. That does just a fabulous job, wouldn't you say, Neil?
Yeah, and I came upon those like 4 or 5 years ago, and I bought a couple, and we tried making some prototypes, and the one thing we could never work out is just our power, because we were trying to rely on the 110 plugins around all our gyms. And as you know, a lot of these gyms were built a long time ago. They're already pretty iffy, and then running an edger and a backpack vac on them was just not happening. So your idea of just plumbing 220 in from the same breaker box that we bring with us for our big sanders really is what helped us unlock that problem and get one of these actually up and running.
So that sandpaper holder easily disconnects. You can see that the backpack vac set separately, but it drives the dust deputy. Yesterday I edged for 4 or 5 hours and cleaned it out at the end of that, and there was just almost nothing inside here. Now this bag has been shaken out, but really all that the bag for the backpack vac is collecting is the extremely fine dust, which is actually the stuff that flies up and creates all the difficulty.
Yeah, well, on that first cut you get a lot of that chewed up urethane product that just comes out, like pillow batting or something, but all the actual dust is being collected to a pretty high degree.
Right. So, as you mentioned earlier, there's some refinements here that we'd still like to do, but this is up and operational and working, and
everything rolls in all at the same time when we get to work. So we just have to plug it in, and within 15, 20 minutes to get into a job, some productive work's actually happening, and doing so at a high level, keeping things clean and saving us labor on the back end of meticulously cleaning everything, make our building and facility supervisors happy.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're not going to manufacture these. We're not going to sell these. There's no plans on the internet, but this is a Rubbermaid cart from Home Depot, a backpack vac, and a Dust Deputy pre-filter.
Yeah. Well, and the only major change I'd like to make short term is just getting a clear bucket. That way you know when it's full. It gives you way more life than the bags that come with the edgers, probably 2 or 3 times just by volume. But it still occasionally gets away from you and backs up into the backpack vac, and then you're looking at throwing new bags in there. It's not major, but it's one of those minor things that.
So a clear bucket.
Yeah.
Clear bucket would be an upgrade that we could do to this system. All right, thank you for demonstrating that, Neil.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. All right, thanks for watching. As I mentioned earlier, this is not something that we intend to manufacture or to sell, but we're just sharing with you the idea, because we think this is a great idea. We think it'll help keep the facilities you work in cleaner, and ultimately that'll get the job done better and keep your customers happier. For Western Sport Floors and Wyoming Wood Floors, this is Paul Nelson. You make it a great day.